Hello, all you redheads and redhead admirers. I'm Andy, co-administrator of Redhead World, the best redhead social network, and today I have 4 words for you. North American Redhead Gathering, and I have 4 other words for you. World's largest redhead gathering, and that's just what we're planning this summer 2010. With the success of the Redhead Festival and the Redhead Dog Redhead Day in the Netherlands with 3,000 redheads this past 2009, there's really been a call these past couple years for a redhead festival or redhead gathering in North America, and so we wanted to make that a reality. And we've been in talks with the Celtic Festival to help pull this off for the past several months, since January, and we couldn't name the Celtic Festival just yet. We've said that the date, for the big event will be August 8th, but we got the contract this week, and we signed it, and signed over our check, and we can now say that we're proud sponsors of the 2010 Dublin Irish Festival. So, what is that going to entail? Well, of course, we're going to have the ubiquitous redhead gathering. We'll all gather together in a field, do a group photo shoot, so we'll take some photos, have some socialization. You can meet some new redhead friends and just mingle. It's just an amazing feeling to be part of that, huge sea of red hair, and for spectators too, it's amazing to see this, field of fiery follicles, and you can be proud of your red hair, and just really a fun experience. No words can really, describe it. The Irish Festival also has these Irish contests for people with the most freckles, greenest eyes, and you guessed it, the reddest hair. There's 3 age groups for each of these. 8 and under, 9 to 17, and 18 and over. So even the adults get in on the fun. And, it's kind of silly, but the judges will judge everybody based on these characteristics and the given age group. And if you're one of the top ones picked, then you might walk away with some sort of prize or trophy. I got this 2005 greenest eyes, and in 2003 I got the reddest hair that I'm kind of proud of. So that's another fun thing to really do. And for Redhead itself, we'll have a tent on the main thoroughfare of the festival, so you can come by and meet me or the volunteers that we'll have at the tent, and you'll be able to get some of our freebies. We'll have a sign up for some sort of drawing, and yeah, it'll just be a great time. You might bump into some other redheads and members of the site and the days leading up, Friday and Saturday, before the big event on Sunday, August 8th. So, that's all the major redhead things. The Celtic Festival itself, so how are we going to pull off the world's largest, you say? Well, the Dublin Irish Festival is the 2nd biggest Irish festival in the world. The entire world. It's a sprawling 27 acres, and they've already purchased more acres for this park so that they can continue to expand it, and they're already looking to buy even more surrounding it. So it's going to keep growing for quite a long time, for many years. They have 7 huge stages of entertainment where they have the greatest acts, local, regional, national, and international Celtic and Irish musical acts, dancers, amazing dancers, bagpipers, all sorts of things. And as for admissions, they broke the 6-figure number last year. They had 102,000 admissions over the course of the weekend. So figure that, on Sunday they'll maybe have around 33,000, we're hoping. 33,000 people, and this is an Irish festival. So in the U.S. they say, I've heard anywhere between 2% to 6% redheads in the population. Well, this is an Irish festival, and from my experience the past several years, there's definitely a lot more redheads than you're going to see just walking down the street. So if we choose like a conservative 8%, we're talking about maybe 2,600 redheads who are already just attending the festival just as is because they just love the Dublin Irish Festival and they don't even know yet about what we're planning here. So all you hundreds of redheads out there, members of the site and people who are seeing this video for the first time and who are going to join Redhead World, well, you're going to come along too, and just really add up these numbers, and with any luck, we're going to have the world's largest redhead gathering. And the festival also has a history of breaking world records. In 2007, their 20th anniversary, they broke the Guinness Book of World Records for the most people doing the Irish jig, the Irish dance. The previous record holders were Cork, Ireland, and they were organized by Michael Flatley, the famous Irish dancer, and they had about 5,000 people. But when they did it in 2007, and they handed out these enumerated stickers to count everybody accurately, they had over 10,000. So they really blew away the record, and they are still the record holders right now. And so they definitely have a history of breaking world records, so maybe we can break one more. All the things that go along with the Celtic Festival, too, I've touched upon music, and they have at least, a dozen headliners. Just some of the biggest acts, I could name them all, but it'll take forever. There's at least 3 dozen other bands, too. I will call out my personal favorite, Gaelic Storm. If you've seen Titanic, the movie, and who hasn't, you remember the steerage band. Well, that's their big claim to fame. That's how they really got into the mainstream. And they just are so talented with the performing and songwriting. They have so many hits that they can't fit them all into a concert anymore. And it sounds cheesy, but they really appeal to all age groups. Just everybody is going to be up and dancing and clapping and everything, and it's just really awesome kind of Celtic rock / traditional music. Also, along with that, you're going to have genealogy, so if you're into that, plenty of that. Irish food, too. Some of the Celtic festivals, the smaller ones, don't necessarily always have the most authentic food, but they have a pretty good selection of vendors here. And they have bangers, stew, corned beef, all sorts of desserts. They usually have a vendor doing Irish imported food. So there's a lot of variety to choose from for there. They have sports demonstrations on the sports field of Celtic sports. You can maybe even try your hand at some of them. There's a darts tent, cultural exhibits. There's reenactors from the time of ancient Ireland. And arts and crafts, lots of shopping. There's 4 huge shopping areas, and one is totally dedicated to just artisans, so you might even be able to see some of them doing their work, in progress. And children's activities, if you have kids and you're bringing them along, there's even an area just dedicated solely to them. So you're really covered with all the bases. And so what you need to do now is join Redhead World. So you can meet other redheads right now with, common characteristics. You can seek out new friends, networking, dating, whatever. And you can keep up with all the latest news, redhead news, and redhead festivals. In particular, are working with the Dublin Irish Festival to produce the world's largest redhead gathering. The festival runs from Friday, August 6 to Sunday, August 8, 2010. And yeah, the big redhead gathering will be on Sunday, but the whole festival is certainly not something to miss, so try to see as much of it as you can. And we are also looking in turn for sponsors for our own website to help cover the cost of our sponsorship and other costs associated with bringing together this world's largest redhead gathering. So we already have a few, but we're going to need several more, so if you can afford just $10 to buy a sponsorship or more, you can get, you can promote yourself, your username on the site, or we even have options if you're a company or a website or a blogger. Maybe you just want to, tout your site. Well, you can do that, and we'll provide a link and a description, and if you so choose, there's even a level where you can get your logo for your website. So, I'll see you on Redhead World, and in August, I'll see you in Dublin.